Hey everybody, it's Tammy out here in lovely Brentwood, California, and I'm with Melissa Kirk today. And Melissa, you're doing a lot of different things. You're helping deal with people's lives in a holistic way. You've got the spa, you've got massage, but you also do some other interesting things. And I think if people are watching this video, chances are they're watching it because they're interested in finding out how they can get some more direction in their life. And what else do you do that can help people get to a better place in their spiritual, mental, emotional lives?
Well, I help people to get a different perspective on the situation that they're in. So one of the things that I teach my clients is that you can only change yourself. So when you're in a relationship, whether it be with a boss or a spouse or your children or friends, I help them to understand and take a picture of the whole situation from an outside perspective, and then
you're the disinterested third party. In other words, you're the voice of reason. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, and help them to understand how to get out of it. So I mean, when you're stuck in the middle of something, you have no perspective on how to get yourself out of the situation. So it's helpful to have someone else to give you a different perspective, but then give you tools on how you can change yourself and what's going on for you and what they're teaching you. Everyone's in your life for a reason. So you have something that you're being shown, and the people around you are your greatest teachers. So if you use that information, you can help yourself to get what you want.
And how's this different from like a normal, like if someone goes to therapy, for example, how's this different than maybe traditional therapy?
Well, I think the main difference is that there's not always the same emphasis on turning towards what you want. I don't like to keep my clients harboring stuff from the past. I mean, we do take a look at what's happened so that we can understand the patterns and create new ones, but it's more about once you have that recognition, now what are we going to do with it? And that's how I help people to decide and consciously create what they want in the future and to get what they want instead of what's been happening around them.
So how long would this process take? Let's say somebody's having really hard time parenting. That's probably a very common thing. They've got a problem child, quote unquote. And they're dealing with maybe teenage angst or whatever it is. How long do you think it would take, or what is your process for helping someone through that? Do you have to see both of the people involved, or just the one person, or how does it work?
I can see both people, but it's not required. A lot of times when you're in a situation with a person, the other person isn't really interested in getting help. Each person's blaming the other party. So, that it doesn't make what the other person's doing okay, but I help people to focus on just the part that they can change. You can't change someone else. So I've done it both ways. I've done it where I'm working with both parties, or I've also done it just working with one. And it is amazing how when you change and when you own your stuff and see a different perspective in the situation, the other people around you and in the situation will change also.
This is like the old thing they say about prayer. It's not to change the situation, it's to change you.
Right.
That's the whole idea, right?
But I know most of my clients, and the people I like to work with are those that are willing to change, and they are willing to look at themselves and take responsibility for what's going on. But that doesn't always mean you know what to do. So, that's why what I help people to understand is what they can do from within them to change and shift so that they can get the results that they want.
Well, that's great, Melissa. So how would a person arrange for these obviously have to be done in person, so how would they arrange for coaching with you? Do you coach over the telephone?
I do coach over the phone.
You can video coach or whatever?
I coach on Skype, or I also do on a conference call, so it's up to
beautiful. So how do they get in touch to get a session to figure out how?
You can go to my website. It's www.yourlifeyourway.tv. And there's contact information on there, and you can also call our business line. It's 925-322-5182, and get more information if that's what you'd like.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Melissa. I appreciate it, and we'll
you.
talk to you soon. Bye.